Hello everybody, how are you? Welcome to our channel Bhasha Dynamics. Today we will watch new tense that is called as a present perfect tense, subpart of a present tense. Till today we have seen simple present tense and present continuous tense. We have seen its WH question formation also. And what is the important part? We have seen not seen the verbal question of a present continuous tense as well as simple present tense. But in the next lecture, after you will learn simple present tense and present continuous tense properly, I will teach the verbal questions and negative form of those two tense again for your study. Most important part is like that way that you have to watch the video properly. Just write some examples in your notebook. Make your own example in your notebook. And if any doubt will be there, you have to write in the channel's comment section or write in a comment box related to your doubts, or maybe you can call me, maybe you can message me on a WhatsApp also. But today we will watch the subtense of a present tense that is called as a present perfect tense. And what is important part, what is mean by the present perfect tense? In Hindi and Marathi, that is the most important. In Hindi it is called as a Purna Vartaman Kal, and in Marathi it is called as a Purna Vartaman Kal. When we have to use the present perfect tense, that we have to watch how we can use the formula of a present perfect tense in formation of a sentence, that we have to watch, and the WH question formation also we have to watch in today's lecture or today's video. Firstly, I will think about the use of a present perfect tense. Present perfect tense and simple past tense are very close in the meaning, but they are somewhat different. They are showing us same things like happening in the tense or in the time. But remember that there is some difference, and that difference we have to state. What is the use of a simple present tense, present continuous tense? We have seen in our last lectures. Now, what is the use of a present perfect tense? That is the most important part. When all the actions, maybe any action which will be completed by the subject in a present time, then to show that action, we are using the present perfect tense. Action which is complete by maybe subject of the sentence in a present time, to show that thing, to show that time frame, we are using the present perfect tense. जब भी कोई कर्ता के द्वारा की जाने वाली क्रिया वर्तमान काल में पूरी हो चुकी हो, वो दिखाने के लिए हम प्रेझेंट परफेक्ट टेन्स का इस्तेमाल करते हैं. मराठीत सांगायचं झालं तर कर्त्याद्वारा पूर्ण केली गेलेली एखादी घटना किंवा एखादी क्रिया जी वर्तमान काळात त्याने पूर्ण केलेली आहे हे दाखवण्यासाठी आपण प्रेझेंट परफेक्ट टेन्सचा वापर करतो. Let's start. We will think about the use of a present perfect tense in a grammatical way, as well as how we can form the questions on maybe various examples, in various examples which will be given to you in the examination, and how we have to form the WH question also in a present perfect tense. That we have to watch today in our session. Let's go. We will start our session. Present perfect tense means Purna Vartaman Kal. I will write only one Marathi or Hindi word here, or the sentence here, or group of the word, that is called as a Purna Vartaman Kal. कहाँ पे उसका इस्तेमाल होता है कि जब वर्तमान काल में कोई क्रिया कंप्लीट हो जाती है, हो गई है, ये दिखाने के लिए हम प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस का इस्तेमाल करते हैं. जब भी कभी हमें कुछ राइटिंग स्किल्स में ये लिखना है कि ये चीज, ये घटना, ये क्रिया कर्ता के द्वारा कंप्लीट की गई है, कंप्लीट हो चुकी है वर्तमान काल में, वो दिखाने के लिए हम प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस का इस्तेमाल करते हैं. We can use that in our speaking skills also, in our daily communication also, daily conversation also. But what is the important part? You should know the structural importance of present perfect tense according to the formula. I will write the formula here. What is the formula? Subject plus have or has plus verb 3 plus object. Now look it properly. That is again a very simple formula. Subject, have or has are supporting verbs. Subject means karta, subject means doer, have and has are supporting verb according to the doers, or in the place of the subject if the various pronoun or proper noun will come, plural noun will come, according to it the supporting verb will get changed. After that we have to use third form of the verb. That is the most important part. Third form of the verb we have to use here, and after that we have to use an object. An object means कर्म, जिसके ऊपर क्रिया होती है, जिसके ऊपर क्रिया की जाती है, उसको हमें अंत में लिखना जरूरी है. I am telling to you again what is the important criteria, that remember, if you will understand all these tense properly, then you can learn active and passive voice very easily. You can learn direct and indirect speech very easily. If you understand the clarity of various tense according to the formula, all the tenses are in an active voice. We haven't seen the passive voice of various tense today or yesterday or the last lectures. Only we have seen the present form, or maybe we can say tense form, active form of various sentences. But again I want to tell you, if you learn it properly, then it is very easy to you to learn active and passive voice, learn positive and negative sentence, affirmative and negative sentence. Maybe you will be very easy to go for you in a direct and indirect speech or all other grammatical aspects which are associated with the English grammar. So watch all these videos very properly, try to understand what is the formulation of various tense, and then you can understand all other grammatical aspects very easily. Look here, what I am saying to you, subject have or has plus verb 3 plus object, यानी क्या, पहले करता है उसके अनुसार हैव या हैज लिया गया है, बाद में वर्ब थर्ड है, बाद में ऑब्जेक्ट हमें लेना है. एग्जाम्पल, राम हैज ईटन अ मैंगो. हियर simple example, I will follow this example till I will teach you active and passive voice, and after that we will think about some hard examples related to the English grammar. Second example, I have completed, one minute, I have completed my homework. Now what is the meaning of that in Marathi as well as in Hindi? We have to watch it. Firstly, Ram has eaten a mango. Ram आम खा चुका है means राम ने आम खाने की क्रिया पूरी कर ली है, वो खाने की क्रिया कर चुका है. लेकिन कौन से टेंस में उसने की है? तो प्रेजेंट टेंस में वो पूरी कर ली है. I have completed my homework. When I will say like that way, I have completed my homework, at that time most important part is that कि मैंने मेरा होमवर्क या गृह कार्य पूरा कर लिया है, मैं मेरा होमवर्क पूरा कर चुका हूँ. Again in Marathi, Ram has eaten a mango. राम ने आंबा खाल्लेला आहे. I have completed my homework. मी माझे गृहपाठ पूर्ण केलेले आहेत किंवा मी माझा गृहपाठ पूर्ण केलेला आहे. What is the important part? All the work is done by the subject in a present time. That is the most important part. जब हमें ये दिखाना हो कि कर्ता के द्वारा, सब्जेक्ट के द्वारा कोई क्रिया वर्तमान काल में पूरी कर दी गई हो या कर्ता के द्वारा कोई क्रिया पूरी कर ली गई हो, उसे दिखाने के लिए हम प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस का इस्तेमाल करते हैं। अगेन when we will think about the pronoun use of a has and have, at that time we can come to know that Ram is a proper noun, so that I have used has here. When he, she, it, proper noun will be there, then we can use has as a supporting verb. And when we will think about I, you, we, they and plural noun at the place of a subject, then I can use have as a supporting verb. One important part is here that this is the how we can identify the present perfect tense with the help of have and has. When in front of the have and has, when third form of the verb will come, then you have to you can easily identify the present perfect tense. Always there is a proper formulation, there is always proper formula that when have and has will be there in the sentence, and after that verb's third form will be there, then it will be the present perfect tense. Look it again. Here subject is Ram, has is a supporting verb, but after that eaten is the third form, which is the maybe for the use of a present perfect tense in a written form as well as in a speaking form, you should know three forms of the verb. That is the most important necessity. That is the most important part you have to remember in your mind, that whenever we have to think about the present perfect tense, past perfect tense and future perfect tense, then you should know the third forms of any verb. Remember one thing here, third form of the verb it had been taken, and that is eaten. Eat, ate, eaten. Sometimes they can be deeper, sometimes they will be plain. For that we have to think about the verbs various forms. You can easily get that various forms in your maybe any grammar book or any grammar textbook. Maybe Wren and Martin will be the best option for the grammar book. You can easily access, easily find out which are the three forms of the verb. Again we will come to the point that when we have to think about the present perfect tense, वर्तमान काल में जब कोई क्रिया कर्ता के द्वारा कंप्लीट की जाती है, वो उसे दिखाने के लिए या उसे हमें लिखने के लिए अंग्रेजी में या इंग्लिश में हमें प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस का इस्तेमाल करना पड़ता है. दिस इज वेरी इजी फॉर्मुलेशन. This is very easy formula. Subject have or has plus verb third form plus object. Ram has eaten a mango. I have completed my homework. Here I is the pronoun, so that I have taken the have as a supporting verb or auxiliary verb. Completed, complete, completed and completed. These are the three forms of the verb complete. And my homework, he is completing his homework. But his homework or my homework I have completed in a present times. I can say you have completed your homework, my dear students, today, so that you are a very good learner of English. You are very good students of mine. That's the way you can speak the present perfect tense in English language. Again I will describe that in a short. Present perfect tense means पूर्ण वर्तमान काल. वर्तमान काल में जो घटना पूरी हो जाती है, पूरी की जाती है, कर ली जाती है, उसे दिखाने के लिए हम प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस का इस्तेमाल करते हैं. फॉर्मूला इस तरीके से है, सब्जेक्ट हैव ऑब्लिक हैज प्लस वर्ब 3 प्लस ऑब्जेक्ट. एग्जाम्पल विल बी राम हैज ईटन अ मैंगो एंड आई हैव कंप्लीटेड माय होमवर्क. How we can identify this particular tense or sentence after the have and has? Verb third form is very important in present perfect tense. In active voice I will not make any confusion in your mind now, but if you have to identify the present perfect tense, then after the have and has there will be always verb third form will be available. Sometime adverb will come, but you can identify that how you will find out the present perfect tense, how the structure of the sentence will be there. For that I will take another lecture, another session, very differently, or different session are related to the structure of the various sentence. I can teach you in another video, but these are the examples, these are the simple examples. And now we have to think about the present perfect tense WH question formation. Before that, we can say negative form of present perfect tense. Now what is the positive form? Subject have or has plus verb 3 plus object. When it is called as a positive form, for your convenience I am writing like that way: subject plus have or has plus not plus verb third form plus object. It will be the negative form formation. Example, same example I will write here: Ram has not eaten a mango. And second example, I have not completed my homework. Now what is the important part here? What is the meaning? Ram has not eaten a mango. राम आम नहीं खा चुका है, राम ने आम नहीं खा लिया है, राम ने आम नहीं खा लिया है. I have not completed my homework. मैंने मेरा गृहपाठ पूरा नहीं किया है. Action is completed, but it is in a negative sense, to show that we can use that type of a negative sentences here to show the present perfect tense negative form. Remember one thing, after applying not, the sense will become negative, but at the time of writing, at the time of speaking, we have to express our emotions or thoughts or our feelings in a negative sense also. So this formation is very important. Ram has not eaten a mango. I have not completed my homework. And what is the formation? This is the assertive formation or a positive formation, and this is the negative formation. After the supporting verb, only I have put not here. Remember that if you will watch carefully, at that time you can come to know that in a simple present tense also we have seen the possession, and that formula was subject plus have as plus object. Subject plus have or has plus object. But remember one thing, in front of that have and has, I haven't used verb third form. So you should remember that there is a difference between the present perfect tense and simple present tense possessive formula related this structural formation. According to that structural formation, and due to that, meaning is always getting changed. That's you have to remember in your mind. Again I can say present perfect tense negative formula. This is the example, this is a formula of a propositive sentence in a present perfect tense, and it is the negative sentence formula in the present perfect tense. These are the two examples. What is the meaning? Ram has not eaten a mango. रामचा आंबा खाऊन झालेला नाही हे मराठीमध्ये होऊ शकतं. I have not completed my homework. मी माझा होमवर्क किंवा गृहपाठ पूर्ण केलेला नाही हे आपण मराठीमध्ये लिहू शकतो. हे जर आपल्याला कोणाशी बोलताना बोलायचं असेल, then you can use the present perfect tense. At the both time you can use the present perfect tense positive and negative form when you want to express your writing sense as well as your, we can say, speaking sense. You want to describe the time related to the present perfect tense, then you have to use these formulas of present perfect tense. Now we can think about, remember one thing, I think with these two formulas you can understand what is meant by present perfect tense, what is the use of present perfect tense in a positive sentence as well as in negative sentence. Now we will think about WH question formation in a present perfect tense. I am just writing one another formula here, and it is related to this. This is the main formula which I have written on the board. Firstly, I will not erase it because according to it we can make WH question formula. Have or has plus subject plus verb 3 plus object question mark. In some books of a grammar, some variations will be there, but don't worry, that is the correct formula. That formula we have to remember at the time of the formation of a WH question. WH word plus have or has as a supporting verb, subject, verb third plus object question mark. With example like Ram has eaten a mango today. I will make some WH question related to the present perfect tense. Same thing in according to the last lecture, whenever you have to ask the question to the subject of a sentence, then you have to only use who. Who has eaten a mango today? What is the meaning of that? Who has eaten a mango today? किसने आम आज खा लिया है? कौन आज आम खा लिया है? किसने आज आम खा लिया है? मे बी कोणी आज आंबा खाल्लेला आहे in Marathi. Again I can tell you that instead of a Ram, instead of a subject, if you will put the who, then automatically remaining sentence you have to write as it is, and the question will come according to the answer. Maybe if you require Ram as an answer for a WH question, then you can make this type of a sentence, this type of a WH question for a present perfect tense. Remember, in exam they will give you that type of a sentence, they will underline you under a particular word, and from that they will say to you, make a WH question in present perfect tense. This is the first question. When the underline will be under the subject, then you have to use who. Again I will give the underline under the verb form, verb third form. What we have to do? Now look here. What has Ram done today? राम ने आज क्या कर लिया है? राम आज क्या कर चुका है? राम ने आज काय केलेलं आहे? Now directly I am asking question to the verb. I want to know which action Ram has completed. So asking the question to the main verb, at that time instead of this verb I have used done here. Remember one thing, always whenever you have to ask the question to the main verb from the given sentence of a present perfect tense, then instead of that, at the time of the formation of WH question in a present perfect tense, instead of a verb 3 you have to use done. You have to use done. What is the meaning of that question? What has Ram done today? राम आज क्या कर चुका है? राम ने आज क्या कर लिया है? या मराठी में राम ने आज काय केलेलं आहे? राम ने आज कोणती गोष्ट करून रामची झालेली आहे? Whenever you have to ask the question to the main verb, at that time instead of a verb 3 you can use done as a supporting verb, or it is a form of a main verb, third form of the main verb, hidden supporting verb in the particular formula. Now third question, if I want to ask to the mango or object, I can say like that way, what हैज राम ईटन टुडे? राम ने आज क्या खा लिया है? राम आज क्या खा चुका है? राम ने आज काय खाल्लेलं आहे? If I want to ask a question to an object, at that time I can use that type of a formulation of a present perfect tense WH question. WH word have or has, subject verb third plus object. Look at that, how I have just changed according to the pattern. According to the WH word I have taken had. Ram is a proper noun, so that I have taken has as a supporting verb. Then the subject will be there. Verb as it is I have taken, because I am not asking the question to the main verb. I want to ask the question to an object, so that I have taken the main verb. And maybe today is an adverb. I have taken that afterward, because my answer will be an object, so I have dropped an object from the formation of that particular question. Now look here, what we have seen, that we have seen firstly the question to the subject, then we have seen question to the verb, and then I have seen the question to the object. Now I have to ask the question related to the time to this particular sentence, and if the underline will be under today, then you should understand किसके बारे में सवाल पूछा जा रहा है, टाइम के बारे में सवाल पूछा जा रहा है, तो उसमें मुझे जो है when का इस्तेमाल करना है, ये मुझे तुरंत समझ में आना चाहिए. I can write the question like that way. When has Ram eaten a mango? राम कब आम खा चुका है? राम ने कब आम खा लिया है? राम ने कधी आंबा खाल्लेला आहे? At that time, when you have to ask the question to the time denoting word, then we have to use when as a WH word in a, we can say, formula or in a WH question, which we will create after watching the particular sentence. Remember one thing, in these 4 sentences, again I will repeat. Here, first question has been asked to the subject. I have told you, if you will ask the question to the subject, then instead of the subject, you have to directly use who. Remember that if you will make the sentence according to the formula of a present perfect tense WH question formation, there is no problem in that. Who has eaten a mango? Automatically you will find out same question will come out. But in some tenses, somewhat structure will get changed. Don't worry, that will also acceptable in the grammar. But there is a rule that whenever you have to ask the question to the subject, instead of the subject only, you have to put the who. Then whenever you have to ask the question to the main verb or third form of the verb, at the time of asking the third form, question to the third form of the verb, instead of the verb 3, you have to use the done as a maybe supporting, hidden supporting verb from the tense. Then there is no problem about asking the question to the object, then it is a very simple formation. But whenever you have to ask the question to the time denoting word in a sentence, then you have to use when in that. And if you will watch properly, when has Ram is a subject, eaten is a verb third form, a mango is an object, all words are there in the formation of a sentence of a WH question. But which word is missing? Today is a missing, because we want today as an answer, so that we are dropping that particular word. Now one thing is very important, when we will watch that in a Hindi or in Marathi, who has eaten a mango today? कौन आज आम खा चुका है? किसने आज आम खा लिया है? कोणी आज आंबा खाल्लेला आहे? What has Ram done today? राम ने आज काय केलेलं आहे, राम ने आज क्या कर लिया है, व्हाट हैज राम इटन टुडे, राम आज क्या खा चुका है, राम ने आज काय खाल्लेलं आहे, व्हेन हैज राम इटन अ मैंगो, राम ने कब आम खा लिया है, या राम कब आम खा चुका है. बहुत तरीके से सवाल पूछा जा सकता है. आणि इन मराठी, राम ने कधी आंबा खाल्लेला आहे, रामचा कधी आंबा खाऊन झालेला आहे. At that time all the answers maybe you will get in a particular sentence, but remember that whenever we are following our structure in our textbooks, at that time below the textbook, under the textbook, there will be the exercise given, and within that type of a WH question they are giving to us to solve. At that time you have to remember that whatever the tense will be there in a WH question which is given to you, your answer should be in that tense only, in that tense only. Example, here the question is asked, where question is asked into the present perfect tense. Second example, what has Ram done today? In that you should understand, you should find out in which tense the question has been asked, and according to that you have to write down your answer in a same tense. That is the skill we have to develop grammatically as far as high school students are concerned. As far as English medium is concerned, whenever you want to write an answer, at that time you should in every tense you should understand the tense of the sentence. Then you have to understand the WH question with the help of WH question formation, that which tense is given in a WH question, and according to that in a statement form, same sentence in a same tense you have to write. According to the tense given in the WH question formation, you have to use same tense in a statement form of the answer. That is the most important skill. These are the things we have watched today. I haven't seen the negative form or the verbal question of a present perfect tense. For verbal question I will take different video. I will teach that in a different video, because I have to teach that according to the communication skill. How you will give the answers to the questions, how you will express the answers in a yes or no manner. That type of the questions, that type of a formation we have to watch in another video. But today we have seen the present perfect tense, its formula, their examples, then we have seen the WH question formation of a present perfect tense, and how we can make the question on a present perfect tense. Remember that type of a question you should use at the time of a speaking also, at the time of a conversation also. But how you have to use it with the help of examples, you can do the practice at home, and automatically you can make your own sentence also. Go at home, open the textbook, find out what type of the questions has been given to you, what type of questions have been given to you, and what is the important part, that if the questions will be given according to the simple present tense, present continuous tense, and present perfect tense till today, you have to make the list of that according to the given lesson in your 10th standard syllabus, 9th standard syllabus, 8th standard syllabus, or in any standard syllabus. Try to find out how they have formatted, how they have made that question, and what type of answer you should dictate, what type of answer you should write in your answer sheet or in your maybe answer. That skill we have to develop, my dear friends. Till today we have seen three tenses in a present tense. One is simple present tense, second is present continuous tense, and third one present perfect tense. In that we have seen the WH question formation also, and in some tenses we have seen the negative formation of the tense also. But remaining thing we will watch definitely in another lecture. but today I think you understand it all. Now come here and enjoy your journey with Bhasha Dynamics. My dear friends, I think today we have to stop here. But what is the important part? Go at home, do the study, do the hard work, make mistakes. That is the most important part in any language grammar, and after that you will find out that you are making somewhat growth in your life. Thank you very much. We will meet next time on our channel Bhasha Dynamics. Follow me in a channel or on a channel of Bhasha Dynamics. Subscribe it and give your comments. That's are very important for my improvement. Thank you very much. Bye bye.